We spent today carving up 3 boat wrecks along Santa Barbara's waterfront.
News Channel 3 senior reporter John Palmentary has been following this story all week long. And John, these boats are now an environmental hazard.
Well, it was a very big concern, as we talked about, not only the wrecked boats that were along the beach, which are now all cleaned up now, but also some of the hazardous waste. MARBORG was called out for a little mashup throughout the day today at low tide to make sure that these boats were not a hazard to anyone offshore or onshore. First, they crashed. Now they're getting crushed. 3 boats dead in the water on a Santa Barbara beach from a violent storm last week are removed in an urgent operation to clear the sand from what could be serious hazards.
We clean it all up, and then we even go like another couple feet just to make sure there's nothing that broke off.
MARBORG Industries says it's often a race against time and a race against tides to get all the pieces.
And we're really careful for all the glass, and a lot of the boats have a lot of tools on board that end up all around and mixed up in the sand. And we just want to make sure that come summertime when all the kids are around with bare feet that they're not stepping on glass and screwdrivers, and so we do our best to comb through it.
But some items are either tossed around by the waves into the rocks or picked off by passersby.
They try and scavenge parts of the boat, and they sit up there and hide it, but we've had strict instructions from the city to clean it all up. Nothing's left behind.
Extra equipment was needed to get a motorboat removed after it was submerged up to its steering wheel. Leaving it would have been a mistake.
There's been a couple times where the boat owners were given extensions, and by the time we were able to get down here, we couldn't even find the boat. We had to mark it. The day before I came down, I saw it. We had to mark it. The next day we came back, we couldn't see any part of it. So these tides do a lot of weird things to the sand and bury things real quick.
The overnight rain was heavy at times, but not enough to break us from the drought or even get our creeks flowing in many areas. One inconvenience in Santa Barbara was a power issue at the Vaughn's Pharmacy in Coast Village Road for a couple of hours, and customers were assisted out front until the lights were back on. And when it comes to those boats on the beach, depending on what beach they end up on, whether it's a city beach or a county beach, we're not exactly sure about the days. It's something like 7 to 10 days the boat owner has to try and remove it if they can. But in this case, some of these boats were removed much quicker because they were a hazard, they were coming apart, there was some waste, and we have king tides coming in Sunday and Monday, which could be very destructive to those vessels. Reporting live along a very clean Santa Barbara beach this evening, John Palmentary, News Channel 3.